Wilhelm. Shalom Aleichem. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Baruch Hashem. How are you?
We're waiting for Mashiach to come. Do you have any words to inspire Mashiach to come today?
Shabbos Chazoin.
Yes, coming up.
You know, if you need inspiration, when you see the Beis Hamikdash, like Rabbi Yitzchak Mibeditchev says, when you see the Beis Hamikdash, you get jealous. You get, wow, this is the beautiful Beis Hamikdash that we're waiting for. I want to share with you a word about the Beis Hamikdash. The Rebbe said you should learn Beis Habchira. There's a question. The Rambam in the same halacha seems to say two contradicting halachas. He says the building the Beis Hamikdash is only done by day. You don't build the Beis Hamikdash at night because there's a pasuk of a yoim hakimot as a mishkan. And the same halacha he says, and this mitzvah everybody is obligated to do, men and women. And the question is, a minute ago you said there's a time limit. That makes it into a mitzvah saseh shazman grama. If it's a mitzvah saseh shazman grama, women are exempt. Why are women? How are women also obligated in this mitzvah? What's unique about this mitzvah? So some Mefarshim say a beautiful hezber. They say if you quote the words of the Rambam correctly, he says there's a mitzvah for every yid, man or woman, to build and support and to do any help what the Mikdash is needed. So the actual building, the binyan Beis Hamikdash, only is done by day, not by night. But whatever pre-work or support, excitement, fundraising, that is 24 hours. And that when I saw that shot, and that's why women are obligated, because that's the ultimate goal. Not necessarily the mitzvah is to build, the mitzvah is to make sure that you have the final product, the Beis Hamikdash. And because that part could be done day and night, women are obligated. I thought about that gave me a whole other perspective. You know, there are some people who are talented, and of course, every mitzvah that we do, we build another brick for the Beis Hamikdash. But there's so many different ways. Everybody in an orchestra, you have the drummer and you have the trumpet player, and everybody has his part to have a beautiful music. The same over here. There's some people who actually know how to build, and some people do Torah mitzvahs very nicely, and that's the way they bring the gula. And there's others that have other ways to do that, but everyone has their part. Now, in Parshas Devarim, we find, which is Chumash Devarim is called Mishnah Torah, there's a classical question. Moshe Rabbeinu, when the Eibishter approached him and said, I want you to lead Klal Yisrael, the first excuse he gave is, Lo yish Devarim anechi, I'm not a man of speaking. I'm a kvad peh. And all whatever excuse he tried to get around it. And this week's Chumash, starting the whole Mishnah Torah, he's talking and talking. Eila hadvarim. It's all about speaking. What happened? What made him this speech giver when he himself said earlier? That he doesn't have that powers. The answer is that was before Matan Torah. Before Matan Torah, he was taka. He considered himself like a kvad peh, that he can't transfer all this. But once he got the koyach, the Moshe Kibel Torah Sinai, Moshe Rabbeinu was that connection from Shemayim V'aretz. Now he had the powers. He had the powers to do anything. He had the powers what he didn't have before. He became the speech giver, and he became the leader as Klal Yisrael. That's the power that the Rebbe wants us to have, to study Torah. And when you study Torah, you get all sorts of powers needed to overcome all challenges.
You're relating it to every Jew, basically.
Yeah. One last thing, when Moshe Rabbeinu tells the Yid in all their campings, the Rashi says he enumerates or he lists off certain specific areas, but because he's alluding to sins that were done in those areas. So it says v'chatzeres v'dizav. So Rashi explains, Chatzeres is the story how they rebelled with Korach, and Dizav is how they rebelled with the Egel. So the commentaries ask, it's out of order. The Egel happened before Korach. And the answer is that all along, by Aseres HaDibros, and the Eibishter gave us the Torah, there's a classical question, why was it said in singular? Anoich Hashem Elokecha. It should have, he's talking to the masses, he should have been in plural. And the answer is giving that said in singular, so if Chas v'Shalom, a Yid throughout the generations falls, he'll say, oh, I didn't know it was for me. I thought the Eibush was talking to Moshe Rabbeinu. I didn't know the commandments were just a mini me. I thought it was for the special people. Well, that was a good limit schus. What's so funny? I thought that was a good limit schus until Kairach came along. Because when Kairach came along and broke that defense by saying, hey, Moshe, Aaron, Yiddishkeit and leadership is not only for you, it's for all of us. So Kairach came along and broke that defense. That's what was able to, Rahman al-Zlan, make Yidden fall further, Rahman al-Zlan, with the Egel. That's why Chatzeres says first. So you should know that Milachatchila, there was this defense that, maybe it's for special people, but really Torah is for everybody, and everybody connects to Torah, and you'll have the powers to overcome all challenges. And Mirz Hashem, before next week, Tisha B'Av, we'll be celebrating in the Beis HaMikdash, and with Mashiach Tzidkenu.
May these days turned into happy Yom Tovim.
Amen.
Shakar Kol Tov.
Amen. Thank you.